Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to my channel update for February 2018. First of all, I want to apologize for my Patreons. I am going to put this directly up online without the usual Patreon early release because, number one, it's really late in the month, and number two, it's got some very relevant information that needs to be up right away. So, first of all, I'd like to go ahead and thank you all for subscribing, all my new subscribers. I seem to have got a few in from one of my Shelf of Many Things indie tabletop reviews going up on a particular vlog that I am actually kind of a fan of. And number two, another of my Indie Game Fridays actually have seen a surprising amount of traffic, which they ordinarily top out, is seeing about double amount of the traffic that I usually top out on those. You know, nothing outstanding, nothing viral, but I'm pleased with the traffic, and I suppose that means that it's a good spread of new subscribers from both the tabletop and computer worlds. So I want to go ahead and start off with the intro. If you don't know my channel, I do reviews and let's plays of computer and console role-playing games, and I do reviews and live plays of tabletop sessions, and I've not done any good tabletop session plays for a while. But I do have one up right now, and I've got more up that are going to go up later. So you should see another D&D one coming up after a while. I actually hadn't intended to post the one that I'm putting up, but I noticed they got like 9 sessions in and they're not dead yet. So I figured I may as well because I've been recording it anyway. So I asked them permission, so I'll go ahead and put it up when I can. It brings me to the relevant news part that I really need to get out, and that is that I was going to record this vlog. I did record this vlog yesterday, the 26th, and I was intending to record it like the 26th during the day and then edit it and then put it up for early access and then release it public tomorrow, the 28th. I also had 2 other episodes of Divinity Original Sin Let's Play ready to go. I had another review of Shelf of Many Things. I'm going to review White Star. Spoiler alert, I'm reviewing White Star and Shelf of Many Things next. It's a little bit of an older OSR sci-fi thing, but it looked neat, so it's one of the 2 sci-fi ones that I actually wanted to review, so I reviewed it. And I had another vlog. Aside from this news post, I had extended the vlog. Like, I started rambling about tactics in D&D, and I started talking about... hold on a second. I started talking about market saturation with OSRs and what kind of stuff I'd like to see in OSR releases coming out. And I was talking about some Junji Ito, because I got a bunch of manga. Well, I got some manga from Junji Ito, which is a horror manga author and artist, in for my birthday just recently. So I was going to talk to some about that, and I got all that done. Got all the footage moved over to my rendering and editing computer, and I got about halfway in editing the news post, and the hard drive for that, the main hard drive for my rendering computer failed, and it was cooked, and it was my bad. I haven't been maintaining that system to the specifications that I used to, so it fails. I spend about an hour and a half trying to restart, trying to do the Windows repair and stuff. It's not doing it, and it's hanging every time I do it, so I'm like, oh no, this seems like a physical hard drive issue. So I go ahead and pull the thing out, and I open it up, try to dust it out. Turns out, like, one of the main ports, most of the ports were clean, but one of the main throughput ports was completely blocked with dust, and it was holding up basically the entire system. So basically my hard drive was cooked. I cleaned it out, pulled the hard drive out, made sure it didn't actually have... Well, I physically inspected at least the outer casing, put it back in, made sure everything was tight, fired it back up, same problem. That hard drive's cooked. So... yeah, all that footage that I recorded is not, is gone. Well, I can't access it. That's the thing, I can't access it. So I got some good news and some bad news that come through this. We'll start with the good news first. The good news is that thanks to my very generous patrons, I actually had enough in reserve to go ahead and order a new hard drive. Actually, ordering 2 new hard drives in order to get some more storage. I had enough to order some material to go ahead and try to recover the data from it, because I used to do data recovery. I just don't have any of the equipment anymore. And I figured it was cheaper to do that than to take it down and pay for it to get done elsewhere. And so I will have that system up and running. Secondary good news is I then spent about 6 hours to go ahead and install all of the editing and such software that I use on my gaming system right here, which you guys don't know the layout of my thing, but my gaming system right in front of me. So I will be able to continue to put out videos. Further good news is I have 4 videos up and ready to put public. In fact, I'll be putting one of them public a little later today. And that one is actually a first look at a game that, and I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll start putting those up. So I've got content through the week to put up. Bad news is it'll take me a week to get the new hard drive in. And while I can edit stuff on this machine, the hard drive that failed was the one that contained all of the source files for all of my intros. For my Shelf of Many Things intro, for my Indie Game Friday intro, so I'm going to have to redo those. It contained my outro stuff too, but my outro stuff is super easy to go ahead and fix up. And I was going to redo my end screen anyway. You may see the old end screen pop up, because I think I've still got that on another system. But, you know, I'm going to need to redo my patron, my patron announcement, which I had to do anyway because I had some change in some patron stuff. I got 2 more anonymous. I got like one. I got a bunch of new. Well, not a bunch of new, but I got a couple of new patrons in there that almost qualify for mention, but declined to take mention. So I'm going to find some way to credit them without, releasing their name. Which is, I mean, hey, I'm good either way. But I'll get that up. And I'll start getting those videos out. But what that means is that since I had to order it online because I'm cheap, and because, quite frankly, it's like about half as much as buying all this stuff local, it's going to be like a week before that stuff comes in. And when it comes in, I'll probably spend like a day trying to recover data, what I can off of my old stuff. But that means I'm going to go like almost a week with this stuff. So it's going to be probably at least another week until the Shelf of Many Things is ready to go. I will record it, like the footage and such, but if I have to redo the intro, I'm going to have to redo the intro. Some people may say, hey, the intro kind of blew, so you got to redo that anyway, but I'll take a look at it. And the Indie Game Friday, I'm going to give that one a miss this week too, because the intro for that is completely trashed, and I know for a fact there's no way I'm going to get another Indie Game Friday one up by intro together by Friday. So there is that. We're going to be missing Indie Game Friday this week, and hopefully it'll be back. It will definitely be back the next week. I may have to redo the intro for it. So thank you all my Patreons for allowing me to have the reserves to cope with the hard drive failure, because in the past I would have had to hit up other budgetary issues and started making some cuts here and there. So you guys are great. I appreciate it. As far as videos this week and upcoming videos, I have, as I said, I've got 3 episodes of one session of a Tomb of Annihilation game that I did not actually intend to put out, so I'm kind of half-assing it. But I'm gonna put it live anyway. I've got permission to put it live anyway. I've recorded all the way through. I was kind of neglectful in my DM stylings on it, because, quite frankly, this group had already wiped and abandoned another adventure, and I did not expect it to last this long. But now they're up to like 8 or 9 sessions in, and they haven't died yet. Well, one of them has, but they haven't wiped yet, and they haven't had any serious issues, and they all seem to be having fun with it still. So I'm going to be putting that up. I may have made some mistakes during running the thing. Feel free to point them out, but overall they're having fun, so that's good. I do have a first look of a game that ordinarily I wouldn't put up. I usually don't put up games that I believe are not worthwhile. Like, I don't have a numerical chart in terms of my reviews, but I do have like a vaguely 5 tier review system, where I've got ones that are absolutely recommended for everybody. Then I've got ones that are recommended for a certain tier. Then I've got ones that are passable and people will have fun with it in general or in a particular tier. And those three are the top ones I usually review. And if it goes below that, I have to think really hard about putting it in. This one is one of the second from the bottom, which is a game that I don't believe is worth buying right now, but has a lot of potential, or a game which has some serious flaws, but I believe some people would find interesting anyway. This is actually a game that's basically it's an early access, and they have 90% of the game not functional right now, so I can't in good conscience recommend it. But I'm gonna put the first look up anyway, because some people might like it, and because I'm short on content because of the whole hard drive failure. And that'll actually be going up later today, so in a couple hours after this gets put up. And then my bottom tier is complete. I don't believe it's worth it for anybody kind of games, and those ones you'll rarely even see me even touch. So anyway, so I will be putting that up, and I will be putting the Tomb Annihilation stuff up. I'm going to hold off on more Divinity Original Sin until I find a way to remake my thumbnail at the very least, and I'll have to re-record the sessions that I had in. Last week I was slow on them for a completely different reason. Last week I just got busy. This week I had time, I recorded them, and then this happens. Gah! Anyway, I will be getting some more Divinity Original Sin up, but it's going to be at least a couple days before that. In the meantime, I may start streaming some stuff, and I told you I'd start streaming some stuff a while back, but I got busy. But I may start streaming some stuff just to get some more gameplay up there. So hopefully, and also coming up, the Shelf of Many Things. I'm gonna put White Star review on that one on the back burner until I find out whether I have to remake my Shelf of Many Things intro. It will be coming. I'll probably take the time to go ahead and script my next 2 or 3 Shelf of Many Things up, because I already know what I'm gonna review. So I'll probably go ahead and take the time to actually get those scripted and edited and recorded and edited and ready to slap an intro on. Anyway, going forward to next month, my plans are to catch up and to get my new stuff sorted out, my new hard drive, and to get basically getting my videos sorted out. Oh man, this sucks, man. I hate losing that much data. And the thing about it is I can probably restore it, but by the time my hard drive comes in, 90% of the things on there, except for the intros, the intro files, I can just re-record faster than trying to retrieve. But we'll see what goes on. Oh, and I will get that vlog out. I will re-record the vlog with my little ramble on OSR, saturation, and general tactics and stuff like that. I will re-record that. That'll go through the usual early access release on Patreon. In fact, a lot of this stuff will. So, patrons, I'm sorry, but this one with the news on my hard drive and what's coming up in the next week at least, I need to get this one out. So anyway, I'll go ahead and pop this up there, and I will pop some more videos up a little bit later tonight. I can actually probably get them out a little bit. I can probably catch up a little bit because my gaming system is that much more powerful than my actual rendering system that it should be able to process this stuff a little bit faster. But we'll see. Anyway, for now, this has been the RPG Crawler. I will leave it at that. I got recording to do. I got videos to do, and I may stream this afternoon. I don't know yet. So, if you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you got any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content, both tabletop and computer. Oh, my RPG news roundup, that will be going forward as planned, because the intro for that is just I've got the files for that. Anyway, subscribe for more RPG content, both tabletop and computer. If you were feeling particularly generous, I do have a Patreon, as I said, at patreon.com/RPGcrawler. Until next time, take care and goodbye.